Welcome to a reflection on the greatest mystery, the mystery of the three persons, one God. Each time we make the sign of the cross, we are acknowledging our faith in a Trinity, three persons in one God. Over the centuries, many have tried to make the mystery understood by the human mind. In one of his letters, the evangelist John tells us all we need to know about God is that He is love. So, instead of trying to understand this mystery, the smart thing to do is to just be more aware of God's love and presence in our lives. Jesus tells us something important when He says, "He who loves me will keep my word." And then He promises to come and make His dwelling with us. What an awesome promise! That God actually lives in you and me. God loves each one of us. So, if we think we are of little value because we have so many faults, shortcomings, imperfections, or sins, we need to remember that God loves us anyway. And so we need to stop looking down on ourselves. God knows the alcoholic. He knows the teenager who cannot get along at home. God knows the nagging or angry spouse. And He knows the widower who is battling loneliness. Believe it, God is passionately in love with you and me. Are we really all that important to God? No one has greater love than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. Jesus did just that. We are made in the image and likeness of God. Moses knew how much God cared for the Israelites. So he invited the Israelites to consider what it means to be the chosen people of God. No other people were treated as well as they were. Their whole history, with its trials and triumphs, its twists and turns, made it clear that they belong to God in a special way. To Adam and Eve, God was the friend who walked in a garden with them. We are also amazed at how much time Moses got to spend one-on-one with God on the top of a mountain, 40 days and 40 nights. What did they talk about all that time? For King David, God was a shepherd who walked with him through the dark valleys of life. St. Paul introduced God as the one in whom we live and move and have our being. It was also Paul who asked, "Do you not know that you are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwells in you?" The same God touches our lives in a real and personal way. God is not out there somewhere, but He's in our hearts. And the more we become aware of God's presence in our lives and experience God's love for us, the more we should be able to reach out lovingly to others. Jesus sends us out just like He sent His apostles to carry on His ministry. Jesus told His apostles to make disciples of all nations. So all boundaries are removed, and there are no ethnic and gender restrictions. For us, it means to reach out to all, the immigrants, the homeless, the poor. We might feel inadequate for the task. And if so, then we need to hear Jesus' words again. "I am with you always until the end of the age." God bless you and your loved ones.